Hey everyone, today we want to show you an overview of all Earth bosses at the current state. We also include a ranking from easiest to hardest. If there is an ongoing event for defeating Earth bosses, you want to choose the easiest for a fast completion. We also recommend to run any boss at Calamity Stage 6 if you can for the chance to obtain a Deborka earring. If you can't, just run any difficulty you feel like. If you are able to run these bosses at Calamity Stage 7, you have to know everything about them as well as having enough damage. The easiest Earth boss is definitely Sengun. His mechanic is really easy to learn and has only few attacks which are difficult to dodge. The most dangerous attacks appear when this message appears. Sengun becomes invulnerable for a few seconds and roars for a one-shot. You can just sidestep to dodge the damage. If you are about to kill this boss at a lower stage, mechanics may overlap which can become chaotic. For the experienced players who want to kill Sengun at Calamity Stage 7, you need a lot of damage. The last phase is time-gated and results into a wipe mechanic if you can't kill him in time. He stands still, but you have to dodge most of the attacks to not get staggered and lose damage. At number 2 we placed Mugi. I know this boss is really not the butter of the bread, but in terms of difficulty he is really not that bad. You definitely have to know his mechanic to defeat him. The only problem you may encounter is that this boss is still a little bit buggy. Sometimes the blue orb mechanic fails, even if you have completed all the required steps. Additionally, his wave is invisible after he dives back into the water, which caught me off guard very often when this boss was released. It is also really random when the lightnings appear and how often they strike you. You really want to dodge these at higher difficulties. Besides that, Mugi has a very easy to learn attack pattern. Another disadvantage is that this boss always takes some time to kill since he has 2 phases and is not attackable at all time. The second most difficult boss would be Duoxini. His spirit should always be focused in the first place to stop him from healing. The problem is that the boss won't stand still while you run after these spirits. There will also be a fire AoE generated every few seconds beneath your feet, which have to be placed systematically if you don't want to run out of space at higher difficulty stages. At first you can fight in these AoEs, but you have to dodge every attack. The attack pattern of this boss is also very deadly. He has a lot of one-shot abilities, which can be dodged, but you have to know all of his movements. It is also really annoying to dodge all the small fire AoEs, which can knock you down and kill you if you stood in a fire circle AoE. Beside that, his mechanic is not that hard to learn. Follow the link in the description for a detailed guide. Guess who's the most difficult boss? It's Gumiho. We rated this boss as the most difficult Earth boss because everything she does is really deadly. At higher Calamity stages, almost every attack is a one-shot. When the clone starts spawning after she reaches the first phase, it will have the same damage. This is where I personally have my most problems, dodging 2 Gumihos while still attacking them. The green flasks really helps at higher stages. The second phase is completely random. I've had runs where I could not damage Gumiho enough to complete the phase because she always disappeared after a hit. By the way, the attack pattern is completely random. As a melee character, you can attack her most of the time. Her mechanic itself is not too bad, but in a complete kit, she's definitely the hardest boss yet. If you ask me, don't waste your time on this boss at higher stages. Run any other boss instead. Before we end this video, I want to say you that this rating is based on personal experience. I always run these bosses at Calamity Stage 6, sometimes at 7 if I want to take the time. Let me know in the comments down below if you agree or disagree with this rating. As always, have a nice day and don't forget to leave a like if you enjoy our content. Thanks and bye-bye.